Now that we got past all the other TCM films, it's about time we delved into the very first remake of the series. But can it hold up to all the other ones? Well, at least the first and third one? Let's find out. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2003 remake. Now, when this movie first got announced, I was both excited and pissed off. I was excited because finally they were going to redo it and make it more better than that last movie. That last movie, that fourth one, was ass garbage, man. It was... But at the same time, I was pissed off because they were remaking one of my favorite movies of all time, you know what I mean? Yes, I know I will still have the original in case this one was stupid, but still. And of course, when I first saw it, I immediately hated it. One, because it was a remake, and two, Michael Bay's production company had their greedy little hands all over it. And besides that, this was their first movie. This was their first remake, actually. So, they had to start somewhere, and they started big, right? But, yeah. But I decided to give this movie one last fair shake this year, since I'm reviewing all the other TCM movies for Halloween, since I did the first one last year. And with all honesty, I actually enjoyed this remake. It actually grew on me a little bit more this time around. Maybe because I let it all settle in first before I went in here. And just like, okay, let's just judge it on its own merit. Let's judge it as a movie instead of a remake. As a movie, it's good times. As a remake, it's good. It won't never beat the original, but it's an improvement. Not slightly over, but it's like right there almost. But anyway, let's delve into the plot real quick. So the plot revolves around 5 kids on their way to a Leonard Skinner concert, which is inevitable since he's on the radio as soon as the movie begins. And one of my favorite songs, and every time I hear it, it reminds me of Con Air, so great choice in music. And yeah, so they almost hit this girl in the middle of the road, so they stop to see if she's okay. They find out that she's kind of distraught and kind of out of it, so they decide to help her out and take her to where she has to go to get some help. When the girl realizes that they're taking her back to where she came from, she pulls out a gun from between her cooch and blows her head off, saying that she cannot go back there, so she'd rather die instead of go back there. So now the kids have to figure out, well, should we dump the body or wait for the sheriff, who will take like 2 hours to get there because the sheriff is a fucking idiot. But, you know. So, yeah, they go to this house in search, of course, trying to find some help for this situation. And we end up meeting Leatherface. And Leatherface starts killing the kids off one by one. There's one major nitpick that I have to say about this remake. And it comes where Jessica Biel's about to get her ass sawed in half or something like that when Leatherface is about to attack her. And you got this dude comes in and saves her with, I think his mouth is sewn together or something like that, and he can't talk. And his hands are handcuffed, and he plows right into Leatherface to get him off of her. Right before he hangs him up on the damn chandelier, there's the chainsaws on the floor doing all this type of movement on the floor. Why didn't she just pick up the chainsaw and saw his ass? Seriously, pick up the fucking chainsaw and saw that big motherfucker, okay? And speaking of which, this is the second TCM movie where Leatherface is fucking huge, man. He was huge in TCM 3 and this movie. So, the third movie and this remake are my 2 favorite Leatherfaces. They're fucking huge, man. Like, goddamn. Fucking stacked. Anyway, the acting in this movie is pretty good. Especially Jessica Biel. Because usually Jessica Biel pisses me off, especially nowadays, because her acting nowadays is like, okay, I don't have to try anymore. I'm Jessica Biel. My name says it all now. Especially in the A-Team. Don't get me started on her in the A-Team. I hated her in that fucking movie, man. I love that movie. I hate her in it. But this one, she's pretty good, and probably because she was just coming off, I think, 7th Heaven at that point. I think it just went off the air, or it was going to go off the air the following year in 2004. So it was either this year or the following year that it was going to ready to go off the air. So she was pretty good in this. She actually tried, you know. But her character is kind of hit and miss for me. You know, she's kind of smart, she's kind of not. But when shit hits the fan, she kind of snaps out of it and goes back to normal, which is good. Okay, she's not stupid. She's actually smart in that situation, so it all kind of clears up later. But, yeah. Leatherface sawing people in half, however, is fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, okay? The chainsaw even sounds like a more fearsome compared to this time, because the sound effects are a lot better by this point, because it's 2003. Every other chainsaw in the other movies kind of didn't have that same effect as it does in this movie, because, you know, the sound effects are more top notch. So the chainsaw kind of sounds more fierce in this movie, especially it sounds like it'll fucking hurt as shit if it touches you. So that's a good improvement, because I never got the feel that the chainsaw will actually kind of hurt the way it was sounding, but this one is like, as soon as it touches your skin, oh fuck. So that's good. It actually made me kind of cringe a little bit. So that was good. That was fucking good. It's a fun remake, actually. You know, it's slightly, almost slightly better than the original, but just not there yet. Just not there yet. Almost, but not really. Not really. Almost, but of course that little nitpick and some other things wrong with some of the other characters kind of were hit and miss with me. All around though, I love that sheriff. The sheriff was fucking awesome, okay? Every fucking sentence was goddamn. Hey, get your goddamn hands off my goddamn car. Hey, don't put that goddamn body in the goddamn backseat. Put it in the goddamn truck. Like, damn. She's not gonna bite you. She's not gonna bite you, boy. She's deader than a goddamn doornail. God, he's fucking hilarious. I love that dude, man. He's fucking awesome. And he does commercials still. I always see him in commercials. I haven't seen him in a commercial now in about half a year. He was in a commercial last year around Christmas time. I remember that. And I haven't seen him since. So I hope he does more commercials, because he's fucking hilarious, man. It's fucking hilarious. All around, though, I'm going to give Texas Chainsaw Massacre a B+. Really enjoyed this one. It actually surprised the shit out of me. Because, yeah. I want to say it's funny because I used to hate this one, but kind of like the other one that came out. But I'll save that until I get to it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I'll see you guys in the beginning.